See this mistake here? The best thing is to just let it dry before you deal with it, because if you think you can handle it now, you are in for a shock. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Omotola. If you're new here, you're welcome. Please consider subscribing and hit that bell notification button so that you always get notified anytime I upload a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, I want to thank you so much for tuning in with me today. Today we're doing a get ready with me video, and I'm not going anywhere. There's no occasion. I'm just tired of changing from nightgown to nightgown. Yes, don't look at me strange. I know we're very plenty in that WhatsApp group. Signify in the comment section. So I don't have a specific look in mind, but I'm just playing around with makeup, and at the end of the day we're going to look beautiful. Okay, so let's just cut to the chase. If you're like me and you have a hard time understanding what kind of brush to use for applications for specific products like your concealer, your foundation, your eyebrow, eyeshadow, you don't know what kind of brush to use, or you're struggling to get all the combinations or all the right types of brushes in one place, and I would suggest that you go and get the Zoeva Brush Set. It came with about 15 pieces. 15 brushes came in this bag. So the good thing about this is that it comes with the brushes actually labeled, and it just makes your life easy. You know what you're using what for, and you know what brush is for what purpose. So that is a huge help. First of all, I have nothing on my face except for my body lotion that I applied. I'm just going to go in with my EOS lip balm. It's a shea butter infused lip balm, and it smells delicious. So I'm just going to apply a little amount of that on my lip, smush. And of course, before you begin your makeup, you will want to exfoliate your lips so that you get rid of all the dead cells on your lips, and your lips are just smooth enough so that your lipstick don't start to cake or peel off after a couple of hours. That's a pro tip. There's no formula for everybody, because I find that most people try to follow a particular sequence. I believe that you can start with either your eyes or start with your face, but for some people, and for some time, I actually did start with foundation on my face before and build up my layers as I go. But right now, what I have been using for a couple of months now is to start with my primer, and I use the Romantic Lemon. This is the primer that I've been using for almost a year now. Can't remember how much it is, but if I can find the link, I will send it. I will leave it down in the description box below. Okay, so for all the products that I will be using, I will leave them in the description box below, because I may forget to show you at some point. But the way I'm taking a drop, this is the amount that I'm using per section, and I go in 3 sections: 1, 2, and 3. The next thing I do, you may not agree with it, but I found it to be very helpful because I have very oily skin, and this helps me to just cope better with the oil on my face. So I just go in with white loose powder, and this is the Pond's oil. I apply this onto into my palm, and I rub it together, and I'm just going to apply this very generously to the entire face. I'm going to look ridiculous in a minute, but it does help me with my oily face. You can choose to do this with your powder brush, but I just like to do this with my hands. Okay, so I'm just going to smoothen it out, not completely, but because I want it to really go in there and set in with the primer. This is an old mascara brush that I use. I'm just going to brush my hair upwards. Bear in mind that your pencil has to be very sharp for precision. So I'm just going to go in with very light strokes. You have to be very light-handed. And I'm just going to keep drawing the line, following my natural pattern. Yes, it looks crazy, I know, but don't worry. Okay, so I'm going in with my concealer, and I'm using the Early Girl Pro Concealer. This is the medium beige, and I'm going in with the Zoeva brush and the wing liner. So this is the two eyebrows contoured, and don't worry about the residue from the concealer. I'm going to cover that up with foundation right now. And so this is where I go in with my foundation. This is the Early Girl Pro Coverage, and this is my holy grail. This is what I've used for almost 5 years now, and it does the work for me. So I'm just going to apply like about 2 drops on it and go in sections. And I told you when I was applying the primer that I work in 3 sections: 1, 2, and 3. So I'm just going in with this section first. Okay, so I'm going to the last part, and for this I just like to use 1 drop for the top part of my face because it's not as wide as the other parts. Okay, I'm going to go in with another Zoeva brush, and this is the buffer brush. I use this to even out the foundation on my face, and I go in circular motions. So once that is done, I go in again with my concealer. We're applying this under my eyes where I have the dark circles. I'll be going in with my dark cocoa for the Early Girl coverage, as well my concealer in the shade dark cocoa, and I'll be contouring underneath my cheekbone, very light. It's very light like that, and on the other side. So I'm just going to go in with the other side of my beauty blender, the clean side. I'm going to use this top part for the light concealer, and I'm going to use the bottom side for the dark concealer. So right now I'm going in with my black Opal in medium 3. I'm going to be using this to set underneath my eyes just to pop them out a bit. And I will be using this Zoeva powder brush. This is how the tip is looking. I'll be using that to set underneath my eyebrows with this loose powder. Shake off the excess. I'm not going to be baking per se. Go over to the other side and do the same thing. And then I'm going to go in with this Ushas powder palette. It has 5 shades of powder and 1 highlighter. And so I'm just going to go in with the second to the last darkest color. I believe this should be color 4. And I'm going to use this with my regular powder brush. Now I'm going to go in with this brush. It's called the Soft Definer, and I'm going to be using this to apply powder to my crease using the second lightest color, this shade. Top of the excess and apply like I will apply eyeshadow. And I do this because I do not apply an eyeshadow primer, but if you have an eyeshadow primer, why not go ahead. Okay, so once that is done, I'm going to go in with my powder brush again, but this time I'll be holding it to compress the brush. I'll be going in with the darkest shade of powder, and I'm going to be applying this to my cheekbone. I'm not tapping off the excess, by the way, and I'm applying this to my cheekbone. I fluff the brush and just go in circles. It's supposed to be very subtle. We're using this DoDo Girl eyeshadow. It has 4 shades in it. Yeah, so this is number 5 for the DoDo Girl, and I will be using only 3 colors in this palette. So I believe this is where most people have the challenge of applying eyeshadow, and that is because most people do not know how to blend their eyeshadow, and it just boils down to the kind of application that you are using. So I'm going in with my Naked 7, and I'm just going to be using the brush. I need just the brush in that kit. I'm starting with this brown, this dark brown. I'm going to be taking some on the brush, apply it generously. Again, tap off the excess and go in a circular motion and drag into the crease. Again. Then we'll go in with this cream color and apply generously onto the brush. Do not tap off the excess for this one, just apply. Going in with my middle finger, and I'm going to be applying this to my eyebrows. Just going in again with my brush. I'm taking a little of the shimmer, and I'm just going to apply this very lightly to the top part of my brow. Very lightly. Continuing with my eye, I'm going in with my ABZ eyeliner, and this is a eyeliner pen. For my waterline, I'm going to go in with this black pencil, and I'll be drawing on the ends here. I'm going to go in with my Bold Express mascara. See this mistake here? The best thing is to just let it dry before you deal with it, because if you think you can handle it now, you are in for a shock. Okay, so to do my lip now, I'm going for an amber look, and I'm using the regular Davis pencil, and this is color 23, and this is Klean color lipstick. I will leave a link to this. This is the color 1 in Tea Rose. Smush. And this is the part where most people miss it. This is the smooshing part, where you have to rub your lower lip with your upper lip to I'm using pink blush. This is the signature blush, by the way. In circular motions and draw. Do you see the contour we made earlier? Zoeva Luxy fan. And I'll be using this Iman. It's a duo. It's a powder and highlighter. This is number 3. So I'll be using the highlighter on this one. As usual, tap off the excess, smile, and just the top of your cheek. So again, circular motions and draw into the cheekbone. For the other side, that is really all you need. Tap off the excess, circular motions, and draw into the cheekbone. I personally do not contour my nose because, I mean, I'm not white, my nose is not pointed, I'm African, my nose is round, so I don't see the need for that. It's totally irrelevant to me. The essence of makeup is not to make you look like someone else, it's just to enhance what you already have. So I don't see the point for contouring my nose. It's totally irrelevant to me. But if you like it, I mean, I'm going to be applying some gel to my baby hair. The final thing I do is go in with my Carite makeup, and this is the Japanese Cherry Blossom, and I just cover my eyeshadow and spray generously. And what this does is just, it sets the makeup in place and helps it last longer. So that is it. We're finished glamming up. I mean, let's be fine one day in these 21 days of lockdown. Okay, so please, if you found this video helpful, as usual, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section what you liked about it, what other kind of videos you would like me to make. Thank you so much for watching till this point. And if you have not subscribed, please, what are you doing? Subscribe and support your girl. Please help my ministry. And I will see you in my next one.